Greetings. What's up everybody? I just want to say right away that I appreciate the fact that you checked out my video, thank you. It's cool no matter who you are or where you came from. My only point here is, and this seems to be a trending topic so I thought I'd throw my 2 cents at it, that the YouTube recommendation AI algorithm is currently broken somehow. You might not be my target audience, but you found my video anyway, and I honestly hope you stay and enjoy it regardless. Thank you for being here. This isn't my real voice, I don't have a microphone, so this AI generated voiceover will have to do. I apologise. I don't know if I have to click that checkbox about altered content, but I think I will anyway, just because I don't want to take any chances. I want to begin with an apology. It was recently brought to my attention that YouTube has been running ads on some of my more successful content, despite the fact that I am not yet monetized. The original intent behind this channel was to provide an ad-free experience for my subscribers and fans, and opt out of monetization. I have since changed my mind and opted into monetization because I could use the money, but that still goes against my original direction behind being a content creator on YouTube. At least I can still choose to provide an ad-free experience for my fans during the build-up to monetization, but no, not my choice anymore. And the ad systems are all broken now. They just extended the length of unskippable ads again, which is very frustrating. Not only that, but YouTube has been using AI to plant ads in the most disrespectful or distracting ways possible, like right in the middle of an important sentence, or right in the middle of the climax of a video. Ads are becoming a horrible experience because of this new AI system. And again, I did not choose for my videos to show ads. I'm not even monetized yet. Come on YouTube, share some of that ad revenue with me. I want to at least buy a drink to celebrate my video's success. Plus I started getting ads I naturally don't like, so I clicked the information icon to learn more about why I'm seeing that particular ad, and yet every topic is turned off, and shows that I'm not even interested in it based on my preferences. What the heck. Shoutouts to Sticker Mule though, their ads are pretty cool and fun to watch. I like the one where Vinny is wearing that shirt in the bar. Now that's a good ad, funny, entertaining, and most importantly, short and concise. You could also skip it. This one in particular, I liked it so much that I would never skip it. That's how ads should survive on YouTube. Natural selection. As opposed to how the algorithm treats us as content creators. Artificial selection. I started my YouTube, I think it was 2015, mostly to keep track of playlists and liked videos. I was always very careful from the start with what I search, view and like. I also remove recommendations I don't like, and then tell YouTube that I don't like the video. So far my recommendations seem to be pretty good and consistent. When they start to get off topic, I just binge watch a bunch of Halo videos or ufology news or whatever I want the algorithm to push to me next. I try to work with the algorithm and give it as much hints as possible as to what I might like to see and what I don't want to see. The algorithm has really protected me over the years because of my use of caution whenever interacting with anything on YouTube while logged in. To be honest, I like the YouTube algorithm because of this. In 2019 I started to work on Halo Covenant Edition, and I'd post development videos and some funny clips that I would record from my original Xbox. Over time Covenant Edition became a commitment to become a full game, as an educational journey for me into the game development and programming world. By popular demand, Covenant Edition was ported from Xbox to Custom Edition on PC, and later released for MCC via Steam Workshop. It's been there from the start because the mod is still an ongoing project, and still being worked on periodically. As 343's dig site team released the new vehicle tags, I was able to get the Spectre into Covenant Edition on MCC, and even converted the Spectre tags to original Xbox. I just need to update those files online still. Workflow for Halo games kinda starts with Custom Edition, then gets ported to MCC for initial release, and then gets down converted to original Xbox as the Custom Edition version is being compiled. Xbox then gets released, followed by Custom Edition, or vice versa.
So by now you'd think YouTube would know me for my niche, playing as a grunt in Halo, playing as other characters or species in general, and for developing and releasing Halo Covenant Edition, so-called players mods or role swap mods. I even challenged myself to produce mods for other games and play as my main character Welshie, also known as Malifaux, in as many games as possible. So far I produced I think 4, 5 if you count The Legend of Zelda OT and MM as separate games. I also produced a Star Fox game for the Nintendo 64. Halo was different though, I needed to fit him into the Halo universe, and his protogen form worked really well in Halo, especially considering the glow effects that Halo shaders have to offer. I think protogens look really nice in Halo CE, especially in the dark. On New Year's Eve a couple years ago, I posted a video I found on Twitter of a flotilla of bright coloured drones that looked like a dragon made out of UFOs. I posted it for my community here, mostly as a gag because I thought you guys might like to see it. Suddenly, that small gag that was just meant for my subscribers and fans turned into an international viral video. I think it was shared, recommended, and even algorithmed into YouTube search in Korean. In fact, I think mine might be one of the highest quality versions of that video on this platform, and I posted it right on time, just in time for New Year's. This video is currently my most popular video, which is cool, but it's not really my channel focus. In fact, YouTube started to algorithm me into South Korean culture videos, which would be cool if they were like urban exploring and music and stuff. But it wasn't, and the inverse of this effect may also have been true, that this video derailed my channel focus somehow, and started to negatively influence where my recommendations or impressions would go. This comes back to my first point, the main point of this video. After I invented the remote viewing system in Halo's engine, and demonstrated its capability on a short YouTube video, I noticed that I got a recommendation for it on my phone. Thinking that I could do better, I immediately made another video with a better thumbnail that I grabbed manually from the video. It was recommended again, this time getting even more views than the other one. I figured this was a good sign, I was getting tested into my niche, which I guessed would become remote viewing protogens in Halo. This was cool because it allowed me to cross over my two main audience sources, Halo mods and playing as aliens, and ufology and the paranormal. But for some reason, even though my videos were consistent and got better over time, my viewership in that niche got worse, or at least inconsistent. I even started to try custom thumbnails and experimented with different templates. It was as if the custom thumbnails did worse than the auto-generated thumbnails, which are getting better by the way. I think I trained the algorithm, or the AI, to even look for the Covenant uplink terminals, because it tends to find them the most in my auto-generated thumbnails. Somebody left a comment on one of my Play as Bruce the Shark videos, asking if I could play as Gurgle. I thought I could do it, I just asked for some time. I later found out Gurgle tends to crash the game a lot and would need a lot more tweaking, probably more than the scope of this basic circuit bend. But when I dropped that Gurgle test video I made, I didn't even schedule it, and it again became viral. So now I'm randomly being niched into Finding Nemo, which is cool, because I'd like to expand on my channel scope to feature more of my favourite games. It almost gives me the challenge to start doing more Finding Nemo content, especially regarding Bruce, my favourite character. I should definitely be doing a lot more Super Mario 64 or Legend of Zelda, because I have my own custom players versions of the games. I can teach myself how to do the imports myself. I just haven't had the time yet to expand into Super Mario 64. I want to do more Jet Set Radio Future mods too, especially after hearing of the tragic loss of Neodos. I even got the honour of live streaming my JSRF mods to him on Twitch while he was still alive. He had a lot of fun, we had a lot of fun. Streaming on Twitch is a lot of fun, especially when I get to interact with my fans live. I remember some of the most fun I had on Twitch was during my GeoGuessr phase, where I'd post the invite links into the chat for any viewers to join me, and people started to join from all over the world. That's the most exciting thing about being a content creator, even though my target audience is probably American, as English is my primary language. I get a lot of views from Mexico and many other international places. Shout outs to you guys. It makes me really happy to get a comment in Spanish or any other language, and know enough to roughly understand what it means, and I love to respond in your language to the best of my ability. I know a bit of Spanish grammar, but I know some Russian and Chinese as well. I just want to let you know that most of my videos have subtitles, which you can auto-translate into your own language using the closed caption settings within the YouTube video player. I try to do this for every Halo cutscene I made, especially videos, since they typically just speak their alien speech alongside the in-game subtitles.
Maybe I'm overanalyzing things. YouTube is a fun hobby, but my videos don't reach everybody as intended. They just happen to fall down the stairs into somebody's feed, and by sheer luck they enjoyed it. My channel has been growing steadily during the last few years, but subscribers seem to be capping off over the last year. Which would make sense, I've got a very small target audience, and a very specific niche. Maybe I've reached the saturation point, but no, it's not true. Most of my views are from unsubscribed YouTube members, which means I'm still expanding my audience. I figure with continual consistent content, I'll continue to reach that target audience. I just need some more time and to keep doing what I do. But the algorithm is hinting that I need to start to expand my scope, so I'll work with the flow and start to post more original Xbox games and original Xbox content, including Finding Nemo content. I just wish that videos had more than 48 hours of visibility before dropping off. This is what I call the hour of power. If only on a bad day, YouTube could retest some of your older videos, especially ones that had a rough start, and try to resurrect them, giving them a second wind if you will, testing them into a different audience pool. But for now, I've got to keep consistently making new content, and each video hopefully better than the last. So for the upcoming political new year, 2026, I'm going to commit to making better content. I'm going to make more Halo music videos, machinimas, etc. I'm going to make brand new geometries for new Halo maps. I'm going to try to be more creative in my writing. I'll still try to post weekly gameplay clips, but I'll try to be more creative about them. And I'll also start posting clips from some of my other favourite games as well. I think I'll even start to do documentaries or lectures based on my own research, addressing topics such as ufology, brain implants, remote viewing, UFOs, UAPs, ancient astronauts, aliens, demons, spirit sciences, secret societies, cults, M-culture, philosophy, language and etymology, and even Bible studies. I mean, that's a lot of topics, but most of my fans are here for that, so maybe I should share what I know and what I learned over time. I'll start doing more research for videos and take my time to write the scripts and lectures, and make sure that I'm only using reliable sources. I try to take the more difficult side of the argument just for the challenge. I'll probably even start doing videos in other languages which I'm familiar with, such as Spanish, Russian or Chinese. I mean, I could expand from that still. If you include Arabic and of course English, that would be the big five. Next year I'll start to test the waters, expanding my channel scope to reach a wider audience, and yet still try to appeal to my original fans and niches. I might start to release videos in other languages as well, probably starting with Spanish. Shoutouts to 12 Tarot on your recent promotion to Grunt Major. Your support is greatly appreciated, memberships help me grow and support me greatly. I'm not even trying to advertise myself, I'd rather my fans find me naturally. I don't even really want much more than 1,000 subscribers. That way I can build a stronger, safer, more concentrated community here. That's the whole idea behind my original direction. You don't even need to subscribe, but just by hitting that like button would help me out a lot. It helps me know when I made a really good video, especially considering that I'm still learning and growing as a content creator here. If you check out my content and like what I do, please consider subscribing. Any interaction I get motivates me to continue my work and improve on it. All donations and support go back into game assets and the hardware needed to keep up to pace with the work so that I can continue producing more games and mods. I guess this is the fundamental conclusion to my initial point. Just be honest to the algorithm and go where the flow points you. But most importantly, my main goal of every video is to be as authentic, honest and myself as much as possible. I mean, this is YouTube, not somebody else's tube. I just hope, despite the name, that you wanted to watch this video and enjoyed it. If this video gets a lot of views and likes, that would mean that the YouTube AI algorithm isn't broken. In fact, it's still working, but I just need to learn how to work with it. I just wish the algorithm worked with me more. Peace out.